Hey guys, I'm here to review a movie. Fuck me, probably the most disturbing, just gruesome movie I've ever seen. I think. Wow, that was really, really extreme, and I see why in a few countries that was banned. Fuck me, that was very, very disturbing. So, the movie I'm reviewing today, I'm not going to put it in the link, so if you want to check it out, see if you agree with my review, then you can. It is The Last House on the Left, 1972, the original. Yeah, this was a really good movie. Fantastic revenge movie. It was great. But for me, a few of the scenes in this movie were just brutal. So I'll get into it. So it's about two girls. They living in a house near a woods, and they go to the woods. They play about, and they just are having fun on the cliff, just laughing, talking, and then they go into the car because they drive. They've got a car, and they hear on the radio that 3 convicts and a woman's helped 3 convicts escape. Now I remember most things in this movie, so I did write it down, but I pretty much remember most things in this movie, the main parts I need to talk about. It was under an hour and a half. It was I think an hour and 20 minutes. But I will put the link in the description if anyone wants to check it out. So they hear on the news that these convicts, and one of them was a rapist, who escaped jail, and then the girls go to a shop, get some ice cream, at an ice cream shop. But very near the ice cream shop is some kind of like hostel or place where the guys are staying at. And then some girl bumps into one of them, not knowing who they are. And she says, he asks something and she said, "Oh no, I'm not interested." No, he did. And then he obviously thought, let's bring them into the house with them fucking other scumbags. Because he was more of like, he didn't want to do it, but he was peer pressured to do it. He didn't want to. And he was very remorseful for what happened to them, as I'll say later on. But the others were just fucking monsters. Evil, very evil monsters. But I'll get into it now. So the girls come in, they're nice at first to the girls, 2 girls. And when I say girls, the women, they're like 20 to 25, not underage girls, but adult women. So then they start getting weird with them. One of them tells the girl to take the shirt off, and the woman who's with them is no better than them. She's egging them on, laughing. She's as sick in the head as the two other guys. I'm not gonna say the third guy is sick in the head because he's just friends with them. He don't want to do any of it. But he still assisted them, but he didn't take part in the horrible crimes they did. He was just there, if you get what I mean. So, yeah. And then, she says, like, oh, get off me. And then, he punches her in the stomach. And then on the floor, he rapes her. Because she kept saying, get off me, get off me. So he obviously forced himself on her. Then they basically hurt both of them, but they were both unconscious. So they got them both in the boot in the car, drove to the field. Then they took them into the field. Then they were just humiliating them. Told them to both strip naked. They did. They got the other girl to punch the other girl in the face. They then got a knife and stabbed one of them in the stomach. Then one of the women got raped, and just, it was really disturbing, man. Very, very disturbing for me. That and I Spit on Your Grave are the most disturbing movies ever. And one what was up there was the other one I reviewed the other month. I can't remember what it was called. That was disturbing, but this was worse. This was just brutal. So they rape her. Then one of the girls tries to find a way to get away from them. So she says to the one who don't really want to take part in it, he don't want to have nothing to do with it. So while they walk away, and the girl's crying because she's just been raped, and she also got sliced in the stomach and hurt. Then she says to the guy, "Can I put my t-shirt on? I'm really cold." He says, "Okay." And then she puts something over the other girl, her mate. She whispers to her, "I'm gonna get them to chase me. You flag down a car. I'll run towards the car once, and you go home. I'll meet you at home." Unfortunately, that don't happen. So the girl runs away. They chase her. Then the other girl who got raped the first time and seriously hurt, they basically, each of them, the girl and the two of the lads, just kept stabbing her. and killed her. And after, the guy chopped her hand off. So, yeah, she's dead. Then, I've seen the, new one. The new one is brutal, don't get me wrong, but fuck me, this had a bit more gory scenes, a bit more, brutal scenes, man, brutal. Even one later is brutal in its own way. Put it this way, I hope a crazy girl don't do that to me if I'm having sex with them. Fuck me, that was just... Yeah, that was really disturbing, that as well, which I'll get into that in a minute. But that guy deserved what happened to him, which I will get to in a minute. Then, they chase the other girl, they get her, he rapes her, and, comes inside her. Then she walks into the river, tries to swim away. He gets his gun, shoots her, and kills her. Then they get away. But what they don't realise is the house they're going to, the doctor and the woman, is there. I believe mum and dad. So when the mum and dad find out who they are, so at first they're nice to them, they make them dinner, and then the mum notices that one of them has her daughter's necklace. So she then go into the woods. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. Just before they killed the second girl, the guy showed through her mate's hand at her and tells her she's dead. We killed her. Then, yeah, she got killed in the river. They shot her a couple of times and killed her. Then, so we're getting towards the end of the movie now, the revenge part of these just sick scumbags. It's very similar to I Spit on Your Grave. Yeah, it's very similar movie. It's very controversial and disturbing. It was a good, really good revenge movie though. Really good revenge movie. But I'll get to this part now, the last part. So they find out, but they don't tell them they know that they killed their daughters. Well, one of the daughters. I think they're sisters. I think they were sisters. So they make a plan to get all of them back. So basically, the guy asks the girl, the mom, to tie his hands behind his back. And then, this was the guy who also raped and hurt the two other girls. Then, she gave him a blowjob. He nearly came in her. And just before he was gonna come, she said, "Are you sure about that?" And then, this was really disturbing. She bit his dick off. Oof. God. That was brutal. Don't get me wrong, rape's a lot worse. And the stabbings were worse, but that on its own was disturbing. You know, fucking biting someone's dick off. She literally bit it off. Then it was in her mouth and she spat it out. A similar scene happened on I Spit on Your Grave 3, where the girl had a knife through her legs, shots. She gave him a blowjob. Then she got the knife as she was giving him head and put his dick. And then the bit of the dick she had in her mouth, she spat out at him. Then she just killed him after. I Spit on Your Grave 3 was a good movie as well. I'd recommend people to watch that. That's a good revenge movie. So yeah, she spits the dick out. So I think that kills him, because he ain't in the movie after that. So the other guy tries to get a gun. They have a bit of a fight. The rapist actually gets the better of him. But because none of the guns work, it seems, or they didn't have any bullets, and he then goes into his basement, gets a chainsaw, and tries to kill him with the chainsaw. So the rapist is hiding like between the tables and just what's wooden to protect himself. Then the other guy who don't really want to take part in it. And this was how he was remorseful. In his sleep, when they was eating dinner, or when he was sleeping, he kept shouting, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. And one of the guys went into the bedroom, put his hand over his mouth and told him, shut the fuck up. So he was remorseful for what happened to them girls. But he came in, he tried to help the other guy, he shot his mate. But then his mate just kept talking shit to him, said, kill yourself, kill yourself. And for some reason he got a gun and killed himself. I don't know why, but he did. That part didn't make sense really. And then, the girl gets it as well. She was just as bad, the girl. She was laughing, she took part in the murders. She was just as sick as the other two guys. Yeah, her and the mom had a fight. Then she got the knife, shoved it in her throat, killed her. She fell into the pool. So that's how she died. Then in the end, the police come. They go to put the gun up, but they let the doctor, kill the guy who killed their daughter. He uses the chainsaw and just kills him with the chainsaw. Then it ends. Really good movie. Very, very disturbing. Fuck me, that's in the top 3 most disturbing and brutal movies I've ever watched in my life. That was really, really disturbing. But fantastic revenge movie though. Great movie. That was just brutal, man. Some of the most disturbing scenes I've ever seen in my life. So yeah, I really enjoyed the movie. Just a few of the scenes were like really, really extreme. They were evil cunts, man. They were evil cunts. Oh man. But yeah, that was disturbing. But good movie. It was a really good movie. Really good revenge movie. So what would I rate this out of 10? This was one of the best revenge movies I've ever seen. This was great. It was great. I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. It was brilliant. Just the revenge parts of them getting revenge on them. Just it showed how evil there was, what they did to the girls. It was a great movie, really good movie, but very disturbing, and I can see why people don't like that movie, but I enjoyed it because I thought it was a good revenge horror movie. I'd watch movies like that any day over a supernatural movie, because I just think it's more interesting, and it's more, for me, not seeing rape scenes, not at all, but revenge movies, slasher revenge movies are more my thing than supernatural movies. But for me, that was really disturbing. But fun, amazing movie. Watch it. Go watch it. I'll put the movie in the description. But yeah, I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. That's one of the best revenge horror movies I've ever seen. That was phenomenal. Great movie. Just a few very disturbing moments. Yeah. But really good movie. Yeah. But anyway, thanks for watching. Subscribe if you haven't, and go watch it. For me, it's one of the most disturbing movies I've ever seen. I think it's between this and I Spit on Your Grave. And Saw's really disturbing as well. But anyway, thanks for watching. See you guys later. Bye for now.